Yo! Fucking hell. Fucking hell! 1, 2, 3, and... Hey, how's it going? Dan Mayo here. This is just about, and we'll get into it, RuMayoNation Season 2, Episode 25? Van Sank? Oh, we nearly didn't get here, guys. But let's get into it. Oh, Lord of mercy. And if you're sitting there thinking...
I'm sitting there thinking...
God, you look stressed, Dan. I'm getting stressed vibes from you. Yeah. An astute observation has led to clarity. Because this nearly didn't happen. And I'll tell you for why. Because my Diamancy, my camera, SD slot thing, just was like, nah. You're not coming into the SD card. The SD card's rocked up, belligerent. You know, tie around his head. Woo, at a good Christmas party, perhaps. And the SD card slot is like, nah, sorry, mate, you're not coming in, sorry. Just would not go in, No matter how much sort of jigged and poked and pled and, you know, bought flowers, chocolates, promised it the world. Plenty of foreplay, fucking twiddling, diddling knobs and nozzles. Just would not let it in, And I am panicking.
Now I'm panicking.
Because it's like, I can't afford to replace this whole camera. Are you insane? So yeah, I've got the right flap. I was on a call with my mate, actually, at the time, Nick. And yeah, it was palpable, the stress. Then while I was on the phone to her, got the SD card to go in, realised it was the wrong one, Hotel chair. My actual SD card I wanted to go in, just sat in that, watching another SD card going where it wanted to be, where it should be, where it belongs. But anyway, some jiggery pokery. It kind of just went in. I was like, oh, I don't know what I did different there, but it went in. I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, but it went in. But I was like, wrong one. Fuck. So I had to take one out again. Couldn't just go in. I've introduced various other instruments into the whole which would void any warranty that I obviously don't have. Any insurance, which again, don't have. And, yeah. Then eventually I was like, I don't know what to do! I don't know what to do! Because like, I need this. Like, the camera, sure, but the podcast, I need this. Otherwise I'd go postal. So I'm messaging my wife, and I'm like, my SD card won't go in, and then she replied, do you want me to get you another one? I'm like, no, I don't think it's an SD card issue. It's not the key, it's the lock, right? And she's like, I'm like, so... Anyway, my mate Nicola, she was like, yeah, I think what you should do here is, rather than getting stressed out about it all morning, you should just like take it to a camera repair shop. Like I said to her, I think you've grossly overestimated how many camera repair shops there are. It's, I can't move from. There's one next door, just next to the candlestick maker in the honey fucking shop. I don't know why I went with honey shop there. That makes no sense. I'm frazzled. The candlestick maker in the fucking the toilet store.
Where did you get those clothes? At the toilet store?
But yeah, and sure enough, not one anywhere near. One in Cambridge, sure. Don't want to go there though. One in Luton. See above, times 10. But I did phone the camera repair shop in Luton, to be fair, and it's pretty sound. But it's like, it's a phatic conversation, isn't it? Because it's kind of like, hi, mate, my SD card's not going in my camera. And he's kind of like, beats me, mate. What with me not being able to see the fucking camera? And I'm like, yeah, salient point. May I describe it to you via the medium of words? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, it ain't fucking going in, mate. I actually did try and chat to ChatGPT first, helpful as fucking balls. Chocolate teapot levels of fucking pointlessness. I can get why that'd be frustrating. I'll tell you what's more frustrating is while he was talking to me, it kept, as I was talking, I'm like, motherfucker, I don't need you up in here like Gareth Gates. Get the fucking words out. Today, Junior!
Today, Junior?
Yeah. Have you tried fucking doing this? Have you tried? Confidently wrong, man, ChatGPT. Confidently wrong. Me and Bitterman are going to fall out. But I rang this guy and I was like, mate, like, I understand and appreciate you're going to need to have a look. Of course, we'll have a look.
We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look.
But like I said, there could be debris in there. I don't think there is any debris in there. Like, because again, I've stuck in like all sorts of things that are thin and long, you know, a butter knife, a cotton swab, me own penis. That's a fucking, right? That was a bit of a layup, okay? He's like, yeah, I mean, I was like, I know, again, this is very much just so broad, Stuart, but like, what's the fix saying? What could this be? It could be that the lock mechanism's kind of got itself in the, you know, the wrong state of mind, not what he said, but like in terms of like it thinks it's in when it's out but it's actually out when it's in so it's kind of locked in what the card would need to hold it in place, but it ain't in. Maybe it could be like an arm snapped. Is there any physical like defects on the SD card itself? Like, no, I've tried multiples. I've got one to go in, the wrong one, hotel cuck chair. But then it could be like £100 fix, could be like, you know, 150, 200, 100's probably the cheaper end. And I'm sitting there thinking, he's like, I'll do free estimates. I'm like, yeah, I get that, but I've got to drive all the way to Luton. And once I've been stabbed a few times, you've got to kind of weigh up the pros and cons. Do you know what I mean? Kind of get footage of it because there's no SD card in my camera. You know, get some clicks on the internet. Learn how to pixelate, it'll be fine. Now, Luton's actually all right, you know. It gets a bad like rap, I think. And wrongly, like anywhere, man, it's got good places and bad places. I wouldn't say it's any better or worse than, like, you know, the town I live right nearby, which I think I've said in the past. I don't know if I'm being so coy about it. Bedford. It's fine, isn't it? Like, but yeah, I'd rather not have to drive all that fucking way. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, take 3 to 4 days to fix. And I'm like, the people need me. That's just not quick enough. So, yeah, but then I managed to kind of just get it in again. And I'm like, right, now it's staying in. Okay? And apparently you could transfer files using a cable instead of taking the SD card out. So I'm going to leave it in and then like take the little micro bit because it's one of them like adapters. Do you know what I mean? Like one of these. Whereas you've got the adapter, and this can be watched on YouTube to see what I'm talking about, but you probably just would know because of how good I am at painting pictures with my own words. Hence, the guy on the phone knowing exactly what was wrong with my camera. But like this goes in there, you see? Insert fucking thing from role models there.
I'll watch this though first. Look at that. What does that look like?
So that's just going to kind of stay in the camera. I'm going to do a little pop to get it to come out, slide that out, and then do the transferring. That stays in. It's staying in. We can ride that out for a fair fucking while, I hope. Yeah, stress though. Yeah. And do you know what? Double stress as well. Because, listen, this could be an FTK edition. A fuck these kids edition. Not a verb. Well, like, I don't know what you describe it as when you sort of fuck in terms of contempt. But this could be an FTK special because Bill's going to catch some heat in this episode, okay? Ben is not exempt, but Bill's going to catch a bit of the heat. Because honestly, a catalogue of irritations. First of all, right, it was his turn up to do the salad, do you remember? And I said, I didn't have to like worry about actually dealing with the prep because I didn't pay attention because there was some other fire I was trying to put out. Can't remember what it was now. Got an energy drink. Let's not get distracted. Let's not allow my frustrations and fluster to affect what is otherwise usually very linear and focused podcast. I've got an energy drink. It's got a dragon on it. It's called Dragon.
You have to call me Dragon.
Which, to be fair, is pretty apt because it's got a dragon on it. Dragon Energy, blood orange, high caffeine content, plus taurine. Which is probably what I need right now because my heart rate's probably resting at a good, 135 beats per minute. So just let's get that up a little bit, shall we? Carbonated blood orange flavour energy drink with sugar, sweeteners, taurine, caffeine, and B vitamins. So again, it's healthy. Ooh, a little bit of the bubbly. Gregor, if you're still here, man. Sorry, I keep forgetting to say that.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Not recommended for children. I was acting like one when my camera weren't working. Pregnant or breastfeeding women, people sensitive to caffeine. Consume responsibly as part of a varied, balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. Can't promise that. Not been to the gym since Nam. We'll use the gimmick goblet. Big booty bitch. Big booty bitch. Shout out to Dan, by the way. A parent of one of my players who has been listening and enjoying. I think I've had a blood orange one before, ain't I? Yeah, it's quite good to be fair. Yeah, it's alright. Again, this pulls focus so I get cross. Dan just listens. Should watch. Do better. Now, Dan genuinely is a really, really good dude. He's a parent of one of the players. And like you get... Man, when I walk over to the sidelines with the flag... So here's the score, right? And the score on the weekend was 4-1 to the other team. But do you know what? I'll take it. They're top of the league, unbeaten. They're going to win the fucking league. We played them first game of the season. We lost 7-0 at home. To go there and lose 4-1. And genuinely, I'm not sitting here. Football's not my friend at the minute. Arsenal conceded a late fucking goal against Villa to lose, which, not my greatest moment, especially because my daughter decided to faceplant the bedpost at the exact same moment those last 20 seconds were happening. And I kind of, that's an omen because she's crying and soon I'm going to be crying. cheers, Dan's crying. Nice one, Dan's crying. Fucking 4-1, right? But genuinely, one goal was an own goal, and to be fair to the lad, if he don't get anything on it, a player behind him taps it in. Another goal was a scabby one from a corner where we should have just cleared our lines. Go figure, like the Arsenal. And then, yeah, 2 decent goals. One lad's just an absolute fucking unit. They're playing him at centre-half, and he thought, do you know what? I'm just going to go and score, actually, if nobody minds. Get off, scores. And we had chances, man. We got a good goal. My lad scored one. Probably could have scored a couple more, but their keeper was a giant and good. Yeah, so we were in the game, man. We gave as good as we got in that one, so I'm going to take it. But yeah, like, what happens is the referee turns up and he has 2 flags for linos, assistant referees. Now, they don't bring linos with them. It's a parent that does it. And that, walking over to the side of the pitch with that fucking linesman flag is, it's like walking into, like, so Chernobyl's got itself back together, all the houses built up again, families back in, it's safe. That linesman flag, assistant referee flag, would be the equivalent of me walking in with a stick of uranium and just walking up to the nearest house and going, hey, do you want to take this? And they're like, absolutely fucking not. We're just resuming the board game we had to walk away from in haste. Don't wake Dad. It's remarkable he stayed asleep all that time. Might have been poisoned. It's like a south and south magnet going together, which I think, if science memory serves me, which it probably doesn't, makes them move apart. They just start to just sort of gravitate away from you. But Dan is spot on. He will often message me the week in the build-up going, mate, I'm happy to run the line today, like on the weekend. What more do you need to say? Like, he's involved. He goes in goal for me in training as well. So, yeah, top man. Helps out the sponsor. So, yeah, really good dude, but watch the show, man. Put some effort in, all right? Yeah, so football's not my friend at the minute, nor is technology, and nor is Bill. And we'll get into that now. Drunk out the can, not the goblet. Do better. I'm frazzled. Not going to get to walk the dog today either. Well, not this morning. I'll have to go to my door, and she hates it because the buggy we've got is just to lay down too much, and she can't hold a tablet, and it's just take the tablet because I'm not talking to her for 50 minutes. Okay? Oh, yesterday, man, so overstimulated. And she was just singing this song from fucking Colour Blocks about Orange being, like, on the loose. And she had her ear defenders on that she took to the fireworks. She doesn't just wear them day in, day out because I will not accept that. But she put them on, she found them. And therefore she thinks that everyone else has their hearing reduced because of that. So therefore it's, I can't hear you, Daddy! It's like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just cowering in the corner because I've had enough. Okay? Your mum's helping Bill with homework. Maths, which means we all know as parents, it is, they sit there focused for the first 30 seconds, slowly descends into them just guessing while you keep going, no, we need it for the month, not just the week. What is 20 take away 14? 11? Clearly not 11! And then they go from just guessing to total apathy where you're just doing the fucking work and they're just nodding along. You're the person doing the computer, this meme, and they're the person just sat there watching you do it, going every now and then, And you go, you do get this, don't you? Yeah, big time. Yeah, get it, definitely. You understand the process that we're doing here? Yeah, I'd probably teach it, to be honest, Mum. Bollocks! You've stopped paying attention. And then she's going, I'm orange and I'm on the loose. God! What a goose, I think she kept saying. She doesn't know the words, and that's fine. Honestly, man. She was going to him, the question was like, you know, I don't know how much she spent over a year or whatever the fuck, and she was like, she went full pick up the yogurt, which I've explained in the past when Libertine spilt some yogurt. She asked one of the boys to pick up that yogurt, and they kept just getting distracted and talking about other things and just doing anything but picking up the yogurt, and then my wife went, pick up the yogurt! And then whenever she gets into that sort of vibe, I will say that, and it doesn't help. It's like putting petrol on flames. Fine, but it's funny. But yeah, it was like, okay, so we need to work out for the year. So we've worked out for the month. So now what would we need to do? What would we need to times it by to make it for the year rather than just for 1 month? And he went, 10? With all the vibes of fucking 21? You're stupid.
What's 9 plus 10?
21?
You stupid.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How?
What do you mean? How?
What do you mean 10? Where's 10 come from? How many months are in a year? 12. So how much do you reckon you have to times this by if we need the year and we have a month? You shouldn't have to think! We've essentially, we've IKEA'd this bitch. We've given you all the parts. And all you got to do is go, oh yeah, 12, because we've just ascertained There are 12 months in a year. We've got 1 month. We need to know what a year is. So we times it by 12. We've basically told you the answer without telling you the answer. And then we're like, what do we need to times it by? And he's like, carry the one. What's Pythagoras' theorem? Don't worry about Pythagoras and his fucking theorem. Fuck me. Whew. But he's in my doghouse, Bill, and I'll tell you for why. One, he's grotty. Got him after 12 from the game yesterday. Have a shower. Yeah. Have a shower. Yeah, I will. Dan, can I install Red Dead Redemption 2? Have a shower. Yeah, but can I just install Red Dead Redemption 2? Then I'll shower while it's doing. Okay, fine. Every fucking 30 seconds, Dan is saying, why don't kids ever work things out for themselves now? Dan, it's just like, do I need to start a new profile? Because, okay, like, my mum watches this, so like sensitivity here. Let's not get too angry. Her partner passed away, and it was his PlayStation that we've got right downstairs to get some separation before we can get them a bedroom each. So, rightfully so, and to give Bill some props here, because this is far more conscientious than he ever is, and will prove to be later on in another anecdote about a cable. He was like, I don't want to overwrite Kev's save on Red Dead Redemption 2 in case like your mum wants to. Like, and that's really sweet. Okay, fair enough. Like, I don't think my mum's gonna sort of don a cowboy hat and, you know, ride through the world he had built for himself. I think he was a right naughty bastard on it in the months leading up to when he passed. So, notoriety high, a big bounty on his head. Mum would be in a lot of fucking grief if she went into that game. I don't think he was being a good guy at that point, which is fucking fair play, to be honest. I get it. And yeah, so I'm like, mate, make your own account. Like, make your own account on the console. It's fine. So then he's doing that, and he's like, Dan, I'm like, mate, read. You've been doing a lot of reading. Read. Got to find that Peter Kay reference now, for fuck's sake.
You're doing a lot of reading.
Another one. That's another one as well. DJ Khaled.
Another one.
Stop. This has to stop. Stop. There's another one. Fuck.
Stop. Oh.
Transition. Let's try and keep this short, but I can't physically. There's another one.
Will you eat that butty, please?
No, I can't.
What?
Physically.
So my brain goes to it, like, just fills in the blanks. But then it's like, oh, Dan, and anyway, it gets it installing, and then it's like it's going to take so long with the Wi-Fi. I'm like, bruv, it's a big game. Plug into the Ethernet cable. So he goes to get the Ethernet cable that's currently plugged into my like computer because I was doing radio stuff, and it's like he's unplugged it from the hub upstairs. No, I did earlier actually, so it's just kind of like in my room, in here, just where I store my shit when I'm in a pinch. Callbacks. And he goes to take the Ethernet, plugs it into the PlayStation, which is still just plugged into my computer. So there's no internet source here. He's basically like expecting a phone call to be made out of some cups and string at this point. And I'm like, mate, what's it plugged into? And he's like, your computer. I'm like, yeah, but you need the internet. My computer doesn't provide internet. And he's like, what do you need to get plugged into then? I'm like, oh, I reckon you can work this out. Believe in yourself. 10. No. 21. Pythagoras. What's that? Newton's law of... No, don't worry about that. He's like, oh, the EE box upstairs. Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for him, Johnny? These references have to stop.
Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for her, Johnny?
So he goes and does that. Plugs it in. But then, like, with PlayStation and consoles, you've got to, like, go into the settings and actually go, look, I prefer it to go with the LAN cable rather than the Wi-Fi. It doesn't do that. So, you know, it makes no difference at all. So we're dealing with all of that sort of shit. And he's like, oh, have you got a cable to charge the PlayStation controller while it's installing? I'm like, that is the most forward-thinking you've ever been. Yes, it's in my room. It's a red cable. It's like a kind of ropey texture. He's like, okay, cool, goes to get it. Comes up about 10 minutes later. Dan, I'm like, can't keep hearing my name said in that inquisitive way. Yeah, what's up? It's not going in. And he's like, plugging it into the bottom of the console controller. It's just not going in. And I look at him like, did he... And matey, I don't know who the other one is. Probably the one that doesn't have too much baby oil that it becomes a crime. I'm looking at him. I'm like, work this out, man. Work this out. And then he's like, I think M kicks in and goes, it goes in the top. How does she know that? She still thinks I've got an Xbox when I've got a PlayStation. How does she know that? But then he puts it in. Then he goes, I'm just going to probably use my plug rather than this cable. And I don't really think anything of it at the time. But then I go to charge my camera last night. And how did I remember how to do that? Easy enough. My brain went bing at around 1:45. You need to charge your camera. How did it remember that shit? But it did. And I would say I'm thankful, but actually the stress it caused this morning with the SD card, maybe not, actually, if you're asking. And the little plug that goes in that is bent. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
And I must have been breathing in such a huff that it woke my wife up. She's like, what's up? I'm like, Bill's broke my cable. That's why he changed to the plug, his plug, because he'd bent this. But then what he did is he put it back where my feet go when I walk around to my bed. I'm guessing, again, and this is what I mean. This is like this, again, you need context. I'm not going to be able to give it. But this is like the Down syndrome people at that bakery. Okay, I haven't got the time. Okay, they're smarter than you think, but they play the game. He's thought, oh, Dan will think he's trod on it and that he broke it. And it's like, because I'm neurotic. So this morning I was like, hey, Bill. He's like, yeah. Have you showered firstly? Oh, no. Because he came down last night and went, oh, can I shower tomorrow morning? Oh, yeah, run out of time, have you? Run out of time have you in the last 8.5 hours? But ain't not enough. It's like in the morning, we're leaving at 20 past 10 for the Game Boys. We're leaving at 20 past 10. Not at 20 past 10. Oh, I just need to find my shin pads. I just need to find my boots. I just need to find my coat. I just need to fucking distinguish my arse from my elbow. We're leaving at 20 past. Sorry, would a 2.5, 3 hours in the morning not enough for you to get your shit together? And that's both of them, say not just Bill. But then he's like, oh, I'll do it in the morning. Have you showered? No, you need to shower. I ain't got to know. You've got the time. Go and shower. And while we're here, why did you change from the red cable to the plug to charge the controller yesterday? And just before you answer, my eyes are closing because it's important. Just know that when I ask these sort of questions, because I already know the answer. Because the red cable's bent. Why is the red cable bent? Because I bent it trying to force it into the controller. So you've used my shit. You've broke my shit. And then I put it back like where you were, by your bed, and I didn't tell you. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, mate, I don't need sorry. Like, it's just snidey behaviour. Like, you've used my things, broken it, and then tried to cover your tracks. Like, so you can have my cable. I'm like, mate, it's not about the cable. I had to go full. It's not about the fucking chicken nuggets. It's about the lies. That's another one I'm going to have to find. It's not about the chicken nugget, mate. It's about the lies. And that's nugget, not nuggets, all right? It's not about a cable, man. I can get a new cable. It's the fact you broke my cable, then tried to like hide it in a way that you'd make me think that I had broke my cable. Big brain play, Mensa. But anyway, he's playing that game, like, and he apologised, and like, fine. Like I said, I needed him to realise it's not about the golden egg cup, right?
It's not about the golden egg cup.
It's about it's not about the chicken nugget, it's about the lies. But he did get Red Dead Redemption installed yesterday, and he's on the phone to his mate about it, and like, this is what blows my mind, man. I've spoken about this in the past. Like, they don't read. And by the way, the food tech thing that I didn't have to deal with, he doesn't know what lettuce is. Because I realised that there was a lettuce. When Ben was like, I've said that name twice now. When Ben was like, oh, which lettuce do I use? And there was only one lettuce, the other was spinach. Bill just doesn't know what lettuce is because he did salvage a pepper and some sweet corn and some couscous. But there was lettuce sat in there, and he clearly just doesn't know what lettuce is. Otherwise, he would have for sure taken some. Okay? But anyway, maybe if you could read, or realise that the idea of reading is to assimilate information, is to procure and comprehend information. Like when watching The Simpsons ages ago, and there was a joke, me and Em laughed, and they were like, what? And I said, did you not read the sign? They were like, no. Why do you not have the natural instinct to read? Okay? But he sat there, and obviously, before you play online, because he wants to play online with his mate, there's T's and C's you need to approve, right? No one fucking reads them, but you've got to like check a box that goes, yeah, I read and understand the fact that you can basically make a clone of me now, and, you know, and I have to be, it's like sex slave. Fine. Right? But he just keeps pressing X. And he keeps just refreshing you need to agree to these terms and conditions. And he keeps pressing X. And it's like, how many times are you going to keep pressing X before somewhere in your brain goes, this isn't working. Clearly I need to do something else. Because me and Emma are in the kitchen at this point watching him. And he's like, oh, what's that? Like, Dan, no, stop putting 2 syllables in my name. Dan, no. Work it out, man. You've got to read it. And again, my wife, who like can't stress enough how little she understands games, okay? She's still very much like, we try playing It Takes Two, and it's like you have to press circle. She's still very much like, it's the thing that's shaped like a circle, but all the buttons are circle, you put the picture on the circle of the circle. Right? You have to check that box. And he's like, oh, but like, clearly you had to do something, Bill. Anyway, he gets on. Dan, again with the 2 syllables in my 1 syllable name. What? Can I, like, how do I, like, play with my mate? I'm like, oh, man, work it out. Can you do cross-platform play on this? I'm like, mate, you've got something that's, like, super glued into your right, look in your right hand.
Look in your right hand.
Like, the world's information at your fingertips. Google it, man. Google it. Chat GP. Not them, they're useless. Get your own Bitterman, he's mine. Just work it out. It's like these are the same kids, right, that had the newest FIFA game. This was a couple of years ago at their dad's. And then eventually, like, months have gone by and I was like, oh, how's the game then, lads? Because I stopped buying it. I don't have the fucking time or the patience. Hey, just a soft one. I don't care still.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Buffalo, by the way, drink my right hand. Grow up. Where's that? No, we ain't got the time. How's the game, lads? Yeah. It's just a bit like, it's a bit rubbish that you can't like play on grass, like on proper pitches. And I'm sitting there thinking.
And you're sitting there thinking, well,
what? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No, it's just like you could only play like 5-a-side on like concrete. I'm like, that's the fucking demo at the beginning of the game to show the new Volta feature they've put in the game. 4 months. At no point did their brain go, this doesn't feel right. Every other FIFA you can play at all the stadiums, 11-a-side on grass. And they've just a real curveball they've chucked here to just have, you have to play as one of 2 5-a-side teams on this one concrete pitch. But I'm like, did you not think to ask someone? Or, well, yeah, we asked Dad, but he didn't. Okay. Maybe it's genetic, fine. Okay. But fuck me. Work it out. Do you know what? I was saying to my wife when I was like, okay, I'll fix the camera issue. I need to just get my energy right in this pod because I don't want it to come across as just one 50-minute bitch fit. But then I've realised that's basically what it is anyway, and it's going to continue because I've got an official Megan for ye.
Excuse me, Megan, that behaviour's unacceptable. I don't like it.
It's a very specific one. Hey, my local chip shop. How about you order more fucking pies? Okay?
Okay.
How about you order more fucking pies? Because every time it occurs to me, I want a little bit of Chippy action. Because, yeah, we're being fucking diabolical with our diet at the minute. Fine. They never have pies. They've always run out. Now, this was on I want to say, they shut on Sundays. Fix that. This would have been Tuesday, innit? I think it's a Tuesday, innit? Maybe. We're talking 5:45. I made this phone call. And, well, I didn't make it. My wife did. And a chicken Russian pie. Oh, we ain't got any pie. Em comes back. She's like, they haven't got any pie. They've got a vegan. And I think I said out loud, and they definitely heard it, I'd rather fucking paste around my own bollocks and eat those. How are you running out of pies in a chip shop at 5:45? We've had Chippies in the past where I've had to ring ahead at lunchtime to pre-order my pie. These aren't fucking Glastonbury tickets. Why have I essentially got to upload a photo ID, register, get multiple devices on, fucking spam refresh at midday? God, I just really hope there's a pie left me at the end of all this. They're frozen. Just order more. We do keep running out of pies. Should we order some more pies? Nah. Oh, we keep running out of chips at this Chippy. Should we get some more potatoes in? Don't think so, nah. Now, what we'll do is we'll just run out. Will you adjust for that? No. Order more pies. They're not made from fresh. You're not got Mr. fucking Pucker back there. Like, sorry, I have to run out of pastry today, boys. No. They're frozen. Buy an amount of them and then cook them. And then if you end up with, oh no, how razor thin are your margins? Also dodgy, they don't accept card. They brought this in during COVID, sorry, cash only. Due to this virus that spreads by germs from hand to hand, we insist on you handing us things from hand to hand. No, do you know what, in their defence, they got a shitty little lunchbox, you have to put the money in first. Because I think that is a sanitizer, actually, just an empty lunchbox. The amount of money we spent on these like jabs and stuff just could have got lunchboxes. Tupperware would have done it. And then that's just carried on. No, cash only. Because you can't prove how many chips I've sold. You can't prove how many pies I've sold. Don't even have pies, mate. Don't even talk about, mate. Never heard of them. Pies, mate? Nah, mate, not us, mate. Yeah, fucking no shit. I had to get a jumbo battered sausage instead, which was lovely, fine. But I wanted a chicken Russian pie, as well as those things, because I'm a fat fuck. You can't be running out of pies, man. Order more pies. Gordon Ramsay, if you're watching, get there. But like, Do you know what I mean? Come on, where the fuck are my scones, big boy, huh? Huh? Order more pies, you donkey. I was so cross. One thing about Chippy is value for money, man. In terms of weight for money, you get a real amount of food. But just order more fucking pies. Okay? Megan.
Megan?
Drunk from the can again. Can I just circle back real quick? Like, the SD card thing. Is there anything more? The eyes are closed. This is important. Is there anything more frustrating than when you want help from the internet and they're solving problems that you're clearly not stating that you have? Because when I Googled, oh, my SD card isn't fitting in my camera, I'm getting like, oh, my SD card's not registering in my camera. So I've changed it. I've put the word physically in there.
Physically.
I said, my SD card is physically not going into my camera. Not metaphysically, not metaphorically, not fucking in my imagination. It's physically not going in the slot. Ooh. And then it's like, oh, why don't you try and just get... Also, it's the bullshit advice first. Make sure it's aligned correctly. I'm not putting it on a fucking diag, mate. I've put it in. This is episode 55.
If you're counting.
Have you not watched my show? I've put it in correctly 54 times. I don't want to show off. I think I fucking nailed it. I think I've learnt it now. Well, have you tried maybe putting... Oh, did you check something the wrong way? Yeah. Funnily enough, when it didn't go in the one way, a little bit in my brain, call it fucking high level IQ, went, hey, flip it, make sure. And it go, well, it's not going in this one way. I reckon I should just set the fucking camera on fire instead. Nearly got to that point. But then it's like, if these don't work, maybe try reformatting the SD card. It won't go in the camera. What are you suggesting, Google? Are you suggesting that there's too many files on it and it's put on weight? Has it got fatter? Is that what you're saying? Well, I mean, you've got quite a lot of MP4s on there. Maybe it's got a bit fatter than it was last week. You know, maybe put it on the treadmill for a bit. Get it some more green days on Slimming World. It's not going in the slot. Ooh. Have you tried fucking off? All right. And also, if I could have one more video, please, where the person has a video of how to fix your SD card going into the slot issue. And it's just them showing you how the SD card would go into the slot of a functioning, not fucking broken camera. Fuck off. Also, I'm glad that you did 20 seconds explaining the wrong thing to me after a minute of explaining you were going to explain the thing to me. Yeah, just a quick video. It's not quick. 7.5 minutes, inexplicably. 7 minutes of those you talking shit about how short the fucking video is going to be. Also, one guy had a similar issue, bought the camera on the cheap, and the reason they sold it cheap is because it wouldn't go in. And he was like, this is how you fix it, and kept saying, I wouldn't recommend it though, because it could break your camera, blah, 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 blah. But here's how I did it, but I wouldn't recommend it though. Again, do I do this or not do this? And do you know what his solution was? Wedge it in. Just keep pushing it until it snaps in. Oh, I didn't think of that. I should have just got a hammer. I should get a hammer. Speaking of which, speaking of getting a hammer, 7:30. Right, let me take you to 7:30 on Saturday. Right? My dog gets a little bit, And my wife's like, is that a knock at the door? I'm like, I would imagine so. Are you expecting something at 7:30? No. And then we hear, it's a knock at the door. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm in my pants, man. I'm like, there's no one I'm opening the door to right now. But I go down there, and sure enough, there's a figure the other side of the door, like right close up to it as well. So I little peep through the peephole, and I'm like, and there's just this lad stood there, like 20 maybe ish, maybe a bit younger, 16, 17. I don't know. Little man bag action on, like you know, just like a ute, like a little ute, like just someone, right? And he's just knocking on the door. I'm like, mate, I think you've got the wrong house. And he's like, what the fuck do you mean, man? I live here. I'm like, you don't, because I live here. And I'm pretty sure we don't live together. By the way, the one time my dog doesn't go fucking bananas when the door knocks, because that'd have been all right. And he's on the phone. And he's like, I live here, man. I'm like, mate, you don't live here. It's me, my wife. Didn't do the voice, although should have done in retrospect. And my daughter. And again, we have Bill and Ben, but they're at their dad's, and you don't look like Bill or Ben. I reckon you know what a lettuce is, you know. But he's like, "Come, man, tell me the address," because I'm outside, and they're telling me, and I'm like, it's weird because he was quite coherent, like talking. I was expecting if someone's knocking on the wrong house thinking they lived there. I'm expecting, oh, do it. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, like, but he's like, yeah, get it up, man. Not because I'm here, but they're saying I don't live here. And I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking.
And you're sitting there thinking,
if you lived here, wouldn't you have a key? Like, is that not kind of... And also, if you still think you live here, do you think you live with me? Like, me? No. So, well fucking weird. But so I got quite pissed off at me. I'm like, my friend. And I got a little hammer, because he gives it a bit of a push on the door. So I'm like, okay. Council estate mode's kicking in. Gonna get me staffy, get some special brew, and go sit and get pissed at a fucking bench somewhere. But no, I've got like a little hammer. So okay, I just need to make, like, do you know, full disclosure, protection mode kicks in a little bit anyway. It's like, okay. I don't need this guy trying to fucking force entry into my house right now because he's confused or for any fucking reason. You know, I don't want to be making someone into a human ashtray right now, but I'd rather be kind of somewhat tooled up, I guess. But eventually he just sort of goes, oh, fuck you then. Fuck me? What you say fuck me for?
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
Well, I ain't done anything wrong. Then he just sort of like strolls off. And I'm just like, what the fuck just even happened there?
I don't understand. I don't know what's going on here.
And then I'm like, is he like a fan of the podcast? And, you know, like in Misery, he's just trying to sort of like, you know, he's seen Right Move, he's seen the house go up, and he's like, I want to live there. Like, yeah, but you got to like go through the process of buying it, my friend. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just really eager to buy it, and I was foolish because we need to sell this house quick because it's a house that we want, and there's not many others. Should have gave him a tour. Definitely fucking not. But yeah, that was fucking weird. What was I speaking about this? Hammers. Yeah, God knows, and I can't be asked working it out. Soz Jack. How pissed must you be? That's really weird pissed. Like, because he was talking pretty coherently, man. He weren't like, he was like, I live here. I'm like, you don't live here. But yeah. Either handle your whatever the fuck it was you were on, or learn how to use maps better. Or your friend's absolutely done you, in which case that's quite funny, alright? But I didn't need it at 7:30, alright? Nearly opened the door into my pants, but it scarred you and me. Right, anyway. That's more or less it, I think. I'm sitting there thinking, so what we'll do is... Oh, by the way, we're fucking, like, so guilty. My daughter got invited to a birthday party, man. And, like, I think I knew who the kid was straight away because the invite was on a super... What are they fucking called? Ninja Turtles? Teenage Super Ninja Turtles. And I remember day one of preschool, he rocked up with, like, 2 of the teddies, the rucksack, the bottle. Then when I see that, I was like, oh, I think this is lad. He only lives up the road. We got the invite. And me and my wife, like, both just kind of left it to each other for ages, thinking we had, like, Rusfapud. It's the first one, so we're like, oh, we want her to be able to, like, mingle with her pals. She's swimming basically dead in the middle of when this party was happening. The swimming lessons are so fucking expensive, by the way. So we got a bath at home, you know? It's a life skill, fine. But I want the same energy when I want her in jiu-jitsu, alright? So when it gives her any shit, bang. Fucking omoplata. Rear naked choke, guillotine, DARS. You know? Sessions. But I really do want her to learn jiu-jitsu, for sure. Just because, yeah, man, you know what it's like. And it shouldn't be this way. But I want my daughter to grow up and be a really confident woman who can handle herself in situations, right? Is it just me that, like, just pray she's going to be a lesbian? I can't be the only dad that, like, goes, please, just, do you know what I mean? Just one day she goes, Dad, can we talk? Yeah, what's up? I think I'm gay. Fucking, that's fucking fantastic. That's fantastic because I know, like, what I was like when I was younger. I know what mates of mine were like, and some still are like. It's like, guys are just dickheads, man. I'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? That's probably a very obvious cable hole SD card slot joke there, but I'm better than that, all right? But yeah, I wanted to do jiu-jitsu, but anyway, so I replied to the lady going, hey, she's got swimming, like, we'll try and get her there ASAP after the fact, and, like, she'll get a bit of time then, maybe 40 minutes or so. And then we've just completely fucking blanked on it, man. It was on Sunday, she had swimming. Sunday, happy Father's Day. I don't know.
What day is Father's Day? Sunday. Don't know. Happy Father's Day.
No.
Oh.
We've been here before with this. But then, yeah, I see him today. I see the Super Ninja Turtle fucking... Why can't I get that right? Ninja Turtle bag on. And I'm like, butter my ass. We've completely forgotten. Get home. I'm like, message M, we forgot that birthday party. She's like, oh, fuck's sake. She's also like forgotten loads of things at work. She's supposed to be at some other school for an assembly and just didn't go. And I was like, she was like, oh, I'm just not coping at the minute. I'm like, do you know what though? Fair enough. There's a lot going on, man. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to sell a house. She had a potential job interview to move to a different place of work. That's not happening. It was a private school, and it just is not compatible with our life and what we want out of our worldview. I don't think you can... This is why we're together. I don't think a job where the people around the place keep telling you it's a lifestyle, not just a job. Anyone that would go, that sounds brilliant and not at all like a cult, where do I sign? I don't think we'd get on. Whereas she was kind of a bit like, I don't want a new lifestyle. I like my own life. I think I'll just stick with the job I've got. And she's happy with the job she's got. It's kind of just, this came up and it's an opportunity to explore. And it's a non-starter, man. I mean, not least because they want you going in every fucking Saturday to watch sports. And it's like, no, I don't think so, because I want my own life. But yeah. So a lot's going on. I was like, hey, man, fuck it. It is what it is. I messaged the mum and going, hey, look, we are like... And this is the thing. Here's a little question for you. What do you not notice in here? And it's consistent. If you're a regular listener, you'll know why this is missing. I said, hi, I saw the Ninja Turtle bag this morning. It's like pinged in my brain. And now I've just realised that we completely forgot about this party. So much going on right now. In the process of trying to sell a house right now, the acoustics aren't great. My throat's been hurting.
I don't know. I didn't want to sing too loud because I don't want to wake up Robert and Nancy. My throat's sore. I've had a sore throat for a month and a half. And this is not an acoustic environment that's suitable to request this from me.
So very much on autopilot at the minute. I hope the party went well and he had a great day. And she's been really lovely, saying, there's more important things than a kid's party. Hope it all goes well with the sale, blah, blah. Lovely, beautiful, perfect. Do you notice I didn't say sorry at any point? And do you know why? Because I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. And that is my thing, man. I will not say sorry if I'm not sorry. I can feel a bit of regret that we forgot. I regret not sort of honouring what I said. I'm not sorry. And that is why my sorries hold so much weight. If I say sorry, it's like record scratch. Oh shit, he actually knows he's done something wrong here. Yeah, I said sorry. And if I'm not, I won't. I'll do anything I can. I took about 5 minutes working out what I could say. That's why I think went overshare with the info. Because I'm not going to apologise because I'm not sorry. Oh, I'm an arsehole, aren't I? That's fine. We watched, oh my God, we watched a film, by the way, last night, / the night before. We watched 27 minutes of it the night before. My wife fell asleep. Yeah! Called The Hating Game. We wanted a rom-com, man. They're easy. It weren't. It was plenty of rom, no com. I got trapped because I'm an idiot. In the first 27 minutes we watched the night before, the girl had a sex dream. And I was like, okay, I'll give it another shot. I'll give Hating Game another shot.
All right, I'll give it another shot. Give Homac another shot.
And there's maybe a little bit more raunchiness in the next hour or so. Why, by the way, no rom-com needs to be an hour 50. Okay? A rom-com, 1 hour 28. Perfect. Nothing wrong with that at all. The stories does not require the complexity to have the extra time. You're padding. And it was fine. Like, very kind of generic. The guy, the actor, he may well be in other stuff. I don't know. Do you know what? Let's find out. Fuck it. Fuck it. Do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
The Hating Game. No internet. Yeah. Put the Wi-Fi on, boy. But the guy is a bit like... Because...
I promise, like, and
I watch most films, to be fair, and my feedback is often I feel like Sydney Sweeney would have been better for the role, and that's the case with that film. To be honest, that Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney in it is actually quite funny and really good. I like the dude in it as well, but this other guy is very much like, we need someone with a very fucking pronounced jawline and a lovely strong chin, and if he can be absolutely fucking jacked, then all the better. Strong hairline, redonkulous jaw, nice set chin. And not the kind of chin we're watching Tudors, mostly for the corsets, yeah. They've got the Spanish king, I can't remember what his fucking name is now, with the fucking, nice to see you, nice big chin. Clearly a prosthetic, it looks awful. But yeah, strong jawline, strong chin, strong hairline, and just ripped. And it's like, yeah, okay, he'll do. I don't think he's been in anything else. But if you need just a ruggedly handsome dude, he's your man. I didn't get the call. Do you know what's let me down? Just not ripped enough. The rest of it, de nada. Fit the bill. Yeah, here it is. The Hating Game. So basically, they're both going for a promotion. One's kind of like a bit of a bohemian, kind of hippie type, and he's very like, business-centered, focused, and how their lives clash. But really, he's got a soft center, but if that hard exterior, okay, he's just misunderstood. And she's quirky but ambitious, okay. And it was fine, but Austin Stowell is called. Of course, he's called Austin Stowell. And there he is, the handsome bastard. What else has he been in? Let's find out. He's been in Whiplash, Bridge of Spies, Battle of the Sexes, The Hunting Game. Yeah, I'll be honest. He's in White Lotus as a hotel guest. Okay, right. They needed obviously hey, this is a fucking swanky hotel. We need some more jawlines up in this bitch. I think my jawline's all right. Oh, how about a video where they're working out in the back of the card and that girl gets the turtle thing?
Jawline check. Oh shit, Maggie, you have a good one.
My jawline's all right. I've not been to the gym in like a month. Food poisoning and laziness combined. Hairline, fine. Less widow's peaks, more widows having a good fucking look around. Fine. Not jacked, fine. Chin, I think okay. I don't trust people who don't have a chin. I'm sorry. They can't be trusted. Yeah, it's fine. What was it? Say it again then. Yeah, you know you're just in that, you can't watch anything too heavy going at the minute, man. We just finished I'm a Celeb. Fair play to Angry Ginge for the win. Tom grew on me. I'm still not having the fucking voice, okay? It's not real. It's contrived. It's a fallacy. The vocabulary, I can see you, mate. All right? We can, I reckon we'd have a good old battle, a good ding-dong. There's an example of my great vocabulary. But this, so talking like a grandma is an entire affectation, and it's not required to exemplify your intelligence. Okay. Right, let's get into the Facebook memories. We're going to my memories all alone in the moonlight. Fucking rock! And judge myself accordingly. It's a Ponzi scheme. No, it's multi-layered management. Is that what they call them? MLMs? Let's not. Let's fucking not. Okay. Why am I in my photos? Memories. There they are. Okay. You want to go to what? 4 years ago today. Hey, everyone. Do whatever the fuck you like, just like they do. Sorted. Hashtag Boris Mayo. There would have been lockdown procedures. Probs. Should have just got Tupperware. The vaccine will be rolling out as follows. Ladies, fellas, people who don't give a fuck, lovers, haters, people that call themselves players, hot mamas, pimp daddies, people rolling up in caddies, rockers, hip hoppers, and then finally everybody all around the world. That's actually right, to be fair. Went to Kasabian 8 years ago, no Tom, no party. We're not going there with that. Of course, I don't endorse domestic violence, but I feel like, I miss him so much. Full of pure shit. Just want him back. And if his partner has forgiven him, and we never get the full story. I mean, careful there. I get it, but like Bill Burr's bit about no, let's not.
Can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky?
Just no Tom, no party, man. Oh, my wife is looking hot there. I'm not going to post a picture because I don't want to casually objectify her. Instead, I'll casually objectify myself because here's a photo of me in my pants playing guitar in my old flat. Oh, I missed that flat. There's cling film across the wall on the poster. I can't remember why. There's also ramblings of a madman on there as well. The future of medical care for the working class if the Tories have their way, and it's a can of Stella and some paracetamol. Don't tell the bride, mate, he's a chap wanting to get married at Dublin Castle, Camden. Owner said it's free. That's my wedding settled then. Yeah, didn't even do that. Could have done. Just a good venue. Libertines have played there a few times. 10 years ago today, sausage, mash and beans, Robot Wars on the Tuv. Living all kinds of dreams here. Oh, man, Robot Wars is good when it was good. Oh, was. It's like it's passed away. It's like a generic fucking was. Oh, Robot Wars was great. Hypno Disc, Matilda, that flippy one. I used to have the lunchbox in that at school. That was when I sort of pivoted from Olive, decimating my food with blunt knives. Throwback, can't be asked to explain. Shitting in a Sainsbury's toilet. Motion sensor lights have gone off. Clutching here, but if anyone is in the area. Else I'm going to have to action the not all too pleasant wipe and sniff method. Yeah, when I worked at Next as well, the toilet light switch for the men and women's toilets was outside. So when, obviously, I'm in there chewing up the clock, having a shit, probably just sat on my phone. And then there's a girl who's gone for a little tinkle, who's got better professional integrity than me, leaves, flicks the lights off, I'm sat in the dark. And if I am shitting, it's wipe and sniff from then, isn't it? La 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 la. Football staff. My brother, excuse me, Flo, what's the soup du jour? It's a soup de day. That sounds good. I'll get that. 8th of December, 15 years ago. Yam Renegat Nad. It's my name backwards. I thought I just pissed. Uni stuff. Baseball stuff. Yeah, there we go. 16 years ago, pissed. Midday nighty and guessy what? Lol, Yui's fucked. Ha, tup the ha ha ba na na nai. Na na nai is N dubs. I was like, na na nai. I turned to Tom. Na na nai. Oh, stupendous. Oh, master. Na na nai. Na na frickin'. Fucking N dubs, by the way. Dappy's got a massive schlong. Irrelevant.
Objection. Relevance.
Okay? Didn't want to see it. Weren't on a bingo card at any point, but he's given some little semi on there, innit? Any of those ones that get leaked, that's not a natural state. All right? But yeah, there you go. It's going to be quite short, which I think isn't a bad thing. I've got to go get my daughter in very, very little time at all. Yeah, this is fine. This dragon is actually quite nice. Don't need to go to the camera shop, which is good. Yeah, all right. Like, share, subscribe, tell your mates. I think this has been okay, considering the flap I was in coming into it. Full disclosure, I'm only dressed on the top half. Bollock naked beneath. No, I've got shorts on. But yeah, okay, cool. I've got to try and work out my Christmas dates, because obviously I'm going to take a bit of time, right, to just have some DT, some dine time. And that's going to come soon, right? So this is this week. So it's come out on the 12th. I'll probably do one next week. The kids have a half week before breaking up for Christmas on the 20th. Yeah, on the yeah. So I'll do one more next week. Then it'll probably be a 2-week break, and I'll be coming back on the 9th of January. I feel like maybe I might do a Christmas. I don't know. I'm going to just take the time, I think. Let my camera just sort of, go to the fucking gym and eat some salads. Yeah. But one more next week, then a little break. And we'll make it a bit of a Christmas special, I reckon. Coming up. I don't know how it's going to be in any way a Christmas special. I'll wear a Christmas jumper. I'll say, ho, ho, ho. Your mum's a hoe.
Your mom's a hoe.
See you later. See you later.